You ever find yourself in Hollywood, thinking it's all glitz and glamour, red carpets, movie deals, and those infamous mansion parties? Yeah, the ones where the whole house is lit like a movie set, but behind those velvet ropes, tucked in side rooms, that's where things get real dark. Comedian Katt Williams once said he was excited to finally be famous, invited to one of those legendary mansion parties. But excitement quickly turned to confusion when he peeked into the wrong room. What he saw? Two grown men doing something he wasn't ready for. And just like that, the party stopped feeling like a party. I was just walking around, hyped to be there. Then boom, I see something I shouldn't. And they're looking at me like, yeah. You see us now? I shut that door quick. I knew this wasn't just any party. To most people, that sounded like one of Katt's wild jokes. But he wasn't laughing. That night changed him. Because that wasn't just a Hollywood freak show. That was something deeper. Some might even say, ritualistic. After that, things got strange for Katt. Arrest after arrest, tabloids spinning wild stories. The media painted him as unstable, violent, out of control. But according to him, that was all by design. They wanted to shut me up. Why else would a guy who's never hurt nobody, who raises his kids, be locked up 30 times? I didn't do nothing to nobody, except tell the truth.
The one comedian, as we've been sitting here doing this interview, that you hold in very high regard is Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle walked away from $50 million.
And then there's Dave Chappelle, the man who walked away from a $50 million Comedy Central deal and vanished to Africa. People thought he lost it. But now, it all makes a little too much sense. I didn't walk away from the money. I walked away from the mess behind it. I've been in this game since I was 14, and I've seen how it works when you get too close to the truth. Dave didn't just disappear because he was tired. He was being followed, pressured, told he was crazy. But in his words, that label gave him freedom. Because once they call you crazy, they don't have to take you seriously anymore. And then we get to Diddy. His name keeps popping up in these stories like a ghost you can't ignore. Mansion parties? He's the host. Side rooms? He's there. And both Katt and Dave, separate moments, separate times, found themselves in those rooms and knew, this ain't for me. Now we're not here to throw accusations. But it's hard to ignore that the people who've said no to Hollywood's darker side, people like Katt and Dave, are the same ones who got blackballed, smeared, or quietly exiled. People ask me, why'd they shut you out? Simple. I know too much. I know what's in those rooms. I know who was there, and I kept receipts. This ain't about conspiracy. It's about control, power, and what happens when you peek behind the curtain and refuse to play the game. The worst thing you can call someone is crazy. It's dismissive, makes you stop listening. But maybe the problem isn't the people, it's the environment. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video for more.